Hello everyone. So today in this video we'll see how we can create a basic AI chatbot. So using offline LLM. So basically, why offline LLM? We are not going to use any LLM based on the key. Like we have to register on their site and we have to get the key. And for the API uses for the API call, will be charged. So like we are not going to use LLM in that way. We what we'll do, like in previous video I already shared that you can download offline LLM using Ollama platform. So using Ollama platform, what you can do, you can download any LLM. So depends on my requirement. Like in earlier video I already mentioned that I don't have a system which has NVIDIA GPUs and a high system requirement. So I have a basic 8 GB RAM. Out of that, 40% already taken by the OS. So I have a, like the remaining is like 3 4 GB RAM. So in that RAM, you can use a one basic best LLM that can suffice your requirement. You can develop your basic AI chatbot. So today in this video, we'll be using a Gemma to be LLM that is developed by the Google DeepMind team. So we'll be using that model and that will suffice our requirement. We don't be requiring a high end system resources. So that 2 3 GB RAM will be sufficient. And like dual core processor or something like i3 processor, at least i3 alpha processor or Ryzen processor are sufficient. So first of all, what you can do, you have to first, I'll show you how we have to first, once the LLM is downloaded, what we can do, we can just in a command prompt can just type Ollama run Gamma 2. So basically, it says ke Ollama platform, please run this downloaded Gemma to be LLM. Now I am trying to use. So you can just type a command, hi, how are you? So you can see it is processing your prompt, and after processing your prompt, it will be giving the response like anything. So maybe it is taking time because obviously it takes some time. You won't get instant response. Obviously, it is a lightweighted model, and for the it is lightweighted model, it is designed for the system which doesn't have high end system resources. So what we'll do now, we'll see a one code, basic code. Basically here you can see, we'll look in the code. So first we have developed this application using a Python using a Streamlit. So Streamlit is basically helpful for developing web-based UI applications. So like for if you want to develop any prototype, so Streamlit is best, and you can develop your application, web application, very fast. So here you can see I have imported Streamlit, and then as you can see this model Gamma 2B. So basically Ollama runs this Gamma 2B on a specific port, that is 11434, and for communication, API and chat. So on this URL it will be running. Then what I am done, I have done like st, the Streamlit object, st.set page config, that page title should be Gamma chatbot page icon, and this, and the title should be AI chatbot using this. Now there is a one code here. This is for the conversation history, like it will save our history. So obviously for a chat communication, obviously the history has to be preserved, so it will give us the better interaction. And then I'll be asking a input from a user, st.chat input give say something. After saying something, it will be processed. So it will take the input and it will process, display st.set message. It will mark down okay, this is the input message from the user, and it will store into the session. Okay, now we have to send this input, the user which has given, we have to send it to the Gamma 2B LLM. Then after that it will process and it will give the response. So we'll create a payload. So what in the payload we have to mention which model, we have to specify the model, we have to specify the this session, this conversation history, and this stream false. And after that what we'll do, we'll as a post, because obviously basic thing is like in a post we send the payload, and in the get we don't get send any payload. So in a post we'll this is the request object for just to send the query to the LLM. So dot post Ollama URL, we are sending this will be the URL, this is the this is the URL on which will be communication. So, and we'll be specifying the payload. So this is the payload or the data we'll be sending to this URL, and this is the on this URL this Gemma to be our LLM will be running, and then we'll raise for the status, and then after sending the response, after sending the request, as soon as we'll send the request, like I have already shown you here, as soon as we'll send the request, after some time it will send the response. So obviously in the same like it will be after sending the request payload, it will wait and the response will be coming. After coming the response, we'll pass the message as a message and content, and then we'll get the reply. The same reply, what we'll do, we'll be add as our session, like and in the session, and we'll show into the reply. So first what we'll do, we'll show the reply into our using Streamlit, and same will be storing into our session object, Streamlit session object. And if obviously if maybe LLM may be down or LLM not able to process, maybe LLM is not getting sufficient memory at that time, maybe you are running a lot of things on your system, maybe any for that reason, maybe Ollama may be not able to process Ollama Gemma to be LLM. In that case, we have handled the exception. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll first run it. So I created for that, I have installed all this Streamlit there. So I have created this virtual environment. You can see here, I have created this virtual environment. So what, just to run it, in my system, I have to set this policy because Microsoft disable all this execution. And then what I'll do, I already created virtual environment. I'll activating it. Once it has been activated, what I'll do, I'll just type Streamlit run app.py. So what it will do, it will be creating a one development server and it will be running on a port. I'll do, it will be running default. And you can see it will be running on a port 8501. Like this, already you have set as a title, AI chatbot using Gemma, and it is saying, say something. Hi, how are you? So we have said, this is acting as a payload. So this as an input, we are sending it as a payload. And after the response will be coming. So this is the, after getting the response, what we'll do, we'll parse it and the reply will be setting here. So you can see same here, it will be processing, hi, how are you? And yes, we got the response like, hi, I'm doing well, thanks for the asking. Yeah, so we'll ask for, can you give me odd numbers odd numbers from 1 to 20. Yes, so the basic prompt. So like, yes, you can see here the history, the session. So now I have sent one request, like I have sent one prompt, can you give me odd number from 1 to 20? Like you can see it has given me the yes, it is correct. So it has given me the odd number. So you can, like, you can chat accordingly, and depends on. So this is the basic code where you can interact with your LLM and you can send your prompts. So that's all. Thank you, and if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.